has to be disappointing to hand that back to them late in the game. How'd that happen?
Yeah, obviously it's a really tough game for us. These are the games we got to win if we're gonna make the playoffs. I mean, I think we got to be 100%. Games like this, we play good against better team, I think. But Arizona is a team we have to beat if we're going to the playoffs.
It's just frustrating because they play such a defensive game and they kind of wait for you guys to make mistakes.
Yeah, they do, but they do it well, obviously. I mean, they're very tight in the back. The goalie play good, but we got to find a way to crack the code. I mean, it's going to be more games like this.
Thank you.
And, like you said, we worked so hard to get that goal, and unfortunately, they're able to get one there late to beat us, and you can get frustrated all you want, but at the end of the day, you got to look at the stats and look at the effort, and when we play like that on most nights, I think we're giving ourselves a pretty good chance to win. It just comes down to bearing down and not letting the other goalie be the best player on the other team, and I think that's kind of the story of today's game. Is the Smith was their best player, and we weren't able to get enough by him.
Back-to-back games against that team. Oscar just talked a little bit about how you want to get points against teams that are behind you in the standings. Disappointing to pick up one.
Yeah, like you said, it's disappointing to get 1 out of 4 points. It doesn't matter who the opponent is on the other side. We gotta be ready to play. Obviously, it's easy to get up for a team like Chicago and stuff like that, but we got to make sure that we're getting up for and any team that we're playing on a night-to-night basis. And like you said, the teams behind you, you gotta get those points and keep separating yourself from those teams behind you. And getting only 1 out of 4 points is definitely not good enough, especially it being in the division and looking at the standings now, how tight the division is. So going forward, we're going to have to make sure that we're getting those points and being ready to play.
I know they play a frustrating style, but just, how tough is it when you can only muster 1 goal and you think it's going to give you a lift in the third period and then they score late like that?
Yeah, it's hard, especially I think the way our offense has kind of been rolling. Kind of got a little flat against Arizona. That's the way they play, and you got to give Smith credit. He played 2 really good games against us, I thought. On our side of the spectrum, maybe not quite enough traffic, not quite as many second and third opportunities, rebounds and such that we would like to see. But give them credit. I thought we came out and played a hard game tonight. We were detailed and we played hard. And you get a lucky bounce on their first one and a little bit of a breakdown on their second one, and that's the hockey game.
Is it too early to worry about leaking points to divisional opponents that are below you in the standings, or not?
Well, I think we're in no position to say all points aren't important. I think anytime we give up points, we're going to be upset with ourselves, especially at home with home ice. But they're a tough team. They've played us tough, since I've been here, and I think much longer than that. So give that team credit. They played a good hockey game.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Structurally, they get a lucky bounce kind of in the first period, and that changes the whole game. That allows them to kind of sit on their heels and defend all game long. I think if that doesn't go in, a little bit of a different game, but ultimately we did a good job battling back, and giving up that late goal, like I said earlier, is it's frustrating, but I don't think a lot of guys are too worried about it. I mean, obviously those are big points against divisional teams that we cost ourselves, and but it's a long year, and we get to see them 3 more times.
That's it.
chances. He's around probably half the chances they get, so you can't not pay attention to him because he can beat you. So I thought we played a real determined checking game just all the way through. We back checked hard, created our D was real good gap. We didn't give them the outnumbered breaks we did the other night, and we found enough to win. So that's good for our group. That's our 20th game. After we had that real hard road trip to start the year. We've had 12 games since we got off that road. We're 6-4-2. So our objective coming off that road trip was we have to continue to get better. We have a lot of young players. We have a lot of new players. We knew it was going to take some time to get our group together, and we're moving in the right direction. Are we there yet? No, we've got a lot of work to do. But I told the players after the game, like, we've really worked hard to gel this team, get a lot of those young players up to NHL speed, and I feel like we're moving in the right direction.
The final moments of that game, Dave, what was your vantage point? It was an odd thing, but they never got
I kept thinking we were changed it. Get on the ice, and they were watching it. As long as there's a pile up there, they can't come back in our zones. It's like the ending the other night, rare the other night too, and we got a break there, and we got a break here tonight.
With how you were playing, did you think you had enough to kind of just protect that one goal lead the rest of the way?
There was, other than, I thought the Dolphin interference call wasn't ideal, but our penalty kill did a good job, but not a lot of quality chances. We packed it in pretty tight and checked well to the neutral zone, so not a lot of quality chances.
Performance from Mike, Dave, recently, and
really strong. Yeah, he's really been strong after the tough game against Vancouver there, but really played well the last two. And Oliver Ekman-Larsson, that's the best game he's played this year. He was showed why he's an all-star defenseman tonight. He was outstanding.
So you would agree with the belt? I know it's a player's thing, but it's his belt tonight.
I was hoping the belt would go that direction tonight. He deserved it tonight.
Tobias Rieder in the last two games, Dave.
Him and Martin Nuke, that line is really working hard together. Those guys, we rely on them for a big chunk of penalty kill, and they're just good, smart, hard hockey players. And Reeds is really, along with Martin Nuke, they play fast, they play a good NHL style, and they're good players for us.
You found out early this morning or before that Dauphin would be able to go.
Yeah, it's we wanted to. It's one of those things where a young player, it would have been easy just to say you can't play because you've got a sore hand or whatever, but he said, I want to try it and I want to play, so those are good lessons for young players to learn, and he went out and played well tonight.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
When your team is so young,
Can't. Just can't. I don't know. What is it?
15
I know. I don't know. I guess it's been a team that we've had some success against, but they're a little different team now this year than they have been in the past. So it was definitely a challenging game for us.
Mike, same result, but maybe a different way of getting it this night as opposed to Friday. How you guys played?
Yeah, I thought we did a lot of good things. They had a lot of shots, but I thought we shut them down in the rush, which was kind of a game plan to have against a team like that quick. And obviously the McDavid line is a good line for them, and we wanted to try and keep them off the scoreboard as much as we could. So I thought we did a pretty good job of doing that tonight.
In the video you've seen, have you seen McDavid shoot from the point like that?
I didn't even know it was him. I couldn't really see it, but it's just one of those things that came through a bunch of people, and I'm not sure if it got tipped or something in front there. But yeah, I don't usually see him on the point too often.
Like, what about the final sequence there?
it was a little hectic around the front there, but you know, at the end of the game, you know they're going to come as hard as you can and throw a lot of guys and pucks at the net. So I think it was just being ready for it, and I thought our group did a great job in front of me tonight. You know, sealing out, blocking shots, and for the most part there was not many rebounds.
Todd, if you can just maybe on that 2-1 goal, what you saw, a lost battle, missed assignment goal.
You got it. You basically described it. Lost a 50-50 battle, ended up on the offensive side and missed assignment net front.
This team, is it just the way they play that just frustrates you guys? They made you work so hard to get back into that game. What is it about this team?
Well, I think they have tremendous structure and they rely on it to have success. It's as simple as that. They back-checked their butts off. They were coming back through the middle of the rink, and at times we were forcing pucks in there. But when I look at it, we had plenty of chances to win, plenty of chances. Their goaltender won them the game tonight, in my opinion, and we didn't find a way to get one across the line on some of our real good opportunities. So often you have to score more than one to win, just to protect from that last 2-minute error. And we didn't get it done tonight. I wasn't overly disappointed with our play. I thought we did a lot of good things throughout the night. Still a little slow to shoot, a little stubborn when it comes to shooting, which in turn allows them to block and front a lot of shots. But even, there's nights where we get 40-some shots and the goaltender has a fairly easy night. Mike Smith had to work tonight, and I think our team right now, to me, is a little bit sluggish. We don't quite have the polish that we need to have. That's a byproduct of a lot of road games and a lot of games. So we're going to take tomorrow and try and get some rest. First time we've had a day off at home in a long, long time. So hopefully when we come back on Tuesday, we're refreshed and ready to get that jump going again. Yeah, it's a combination that we haven't tried. I didn't think Connor's line had a lot going until that happened, and then they became real dangerous. And that's not an indication or putting a red flag on Yessi's play by any means, but we were looking for some sort of spark. And when Leon got there, he could hold on to the puck. He's a bigger body that has that experience there. And they ended up getting a number of chances down the stretch, but didn't finish on a few of them. Obviously got the one.
What do you mean sluggish? Is it just a fatigue sluggish or sharpness as far as passing?
Both. I think one goes with the other. Like, really, it does. In fact, I think our physical presentation or how we feel physically is a little sharper than even mental. And sometimes you need to get away from it and you need some rest. Our last 2 arrivals from flights are 3:15 in the morning. So I just think our group needs to breathe here a little bit to get some rest and get the polish back a little bit. We will. Good.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, just broke a strap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, just rebounding since that Vancouver game, I know you weren't happy with it. It's kind of the best 2 games you could have asked for since then. Kind of coming back.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, it was a game that I'll put in the past, but just didn't have it that night, and wanted to get back in there and kind of bounce back and get her back on track here. So I think I felt pretty good the last couple of games, and we'll just try to keep that moving forward.
They can't beat you. Do you have a team that you just simply can't get past?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know, but I don't really look at those stats. I kind of just go into game by game and just try and do my thing and make the saves that your teammates rely on me to make.
The result was the same, Jamie, but do you feel like you guys played a little bit tighter, better to get the result this go around?
Yeah,
than the
I think.
last game?
Yeah, we wanted to do a good job in the neutral zone, clog up the middle, slow down their speed. So I thought we did a good job of that tonight, and it looked like it frustrated them a bit. But we aren't where we are without Smitty. He did a great job in that tonight and gave us a chance to win.
Easier to game plan when you just saw them and maybe have that blueprint of what you need to fix to maybe have a better chance?
I don't know. I mean, they're such a fast team and young, skilled team that you know they can turn it on at any moment. So we have to be prepared, and we had to have a good game plan, and I thought we did that. And yeah, we'll take the 2 points and get out of here.
With this team's dominance over the Oilers in the last 4 or 5 years at least, I mean, do you come into this with a little bit?
I haven't been here,
yeah,
so this is my first year. So
know about it, though, I mean,
yeah.
a little bit, right? I mean,
Not really. I just take it, you know, it's a pretty new squad this year. A lot of new faces. We're very young, so, I mean, the past is the past. But if that's the case, then we'll continue it on. That's a good thing. And, you know, it's all in how we work and how we do the small things right. So I think we're just focusing on our team. We're growing as a group. You know, we're making less mistakes in the neutral zone, the turnovers. You know, we're doing the right thing and we're working hard. And we're being rewarded right now.
This is a big stretch to be in the division. You can make some hay, can't you?
Absolutely. This is huge. We talked about it before, this little 8-game stretch, and we want to come out with a lot of points because they're divisional games. So it's been a good start. You know, I think we're 8 out of 12 and of possible points, but we want to keep it going. So, yeah, we'll enjoy the win tonight and then back to work against San Jose.
You're looking around in this game going, man, it's quiet in here. Everything's going our way.
It's a beautiful building, for sure. We were looking forward to seeing it. But like I said earlier, we're just focusing on our team. If they're quiet, we're doing a good job. We're slowing the momentum. Definitely this crowd can be loud and can get them fired up. So if they're quiet tonight, then we did our job.
Were you surprised how open you were for your goal? You found some space?
Kind of, but sometimes when it's a turnover like that, good things can happen. You just got to get open quick. You know, it's a fast game, and I think you got to capitalize on mistakes. So it was a good job by Devo getting in there on the forecheck and Duke finding the puck, and then I was just trying to get open for him, making sure I put him in the back of the net.
Were you yelling for it, waving your stick?
Yeah, I definitely wanted it for sure. Okay.
Do you know?
Predictions for this event. Let's start with who you think will win fastest skater.
Connor McDavid.
Why would you guess that?
Because he's probably the fastest guy in the league.
Oh man, you put me on the spot here. Should have given me a little heads up.
Fastest skater.
Well, you can say Connor, but
yeah, I mean Connor's for sure the favorite. But I'm trying to think here. Maybe. Once again, I think Jesse can fly too. Maybe Jesse.
Do you like your chances in any of these events?
Pretty good at the penalty kill icing drill. Yeah. I think is that implemented in? Yeah, all right. Or shot blocking? All right. Put me in that one.
Let's see. I could chase him. I don't know if I beat him.
Fastest skater? Oh, yeah. It's got to be Connor. For sure, but I might mess with his skates that day, so put my money on someone else.
King of the shootout?
Eric Gryba, going off the board here.
Just a hunch, huh?
Just a hunch. Yeah.
Now, does he have deceptively silky mitts? Does he throw something weird at you when he comes in on a breakaway?
I just think he doesn't know what he's doing, so it's tough for us to know what he's going to do.
King of the shootout. Okay, I'm gonna go with an underdog too, and Matt Hendricks.
Skills competition coming up in January. If you don't mind doing some predictions for us, let's start with King of the shootout. I do want to preface this by telling you that your goaltender thinks Eric Gryba will be the king of the shootout. What do you think?
I think Grimes is pretty good, but I'm going to go with Letestu. I like his move. He's got a good move and a good shot option, so I think it might be.
Accuracy shooting.
Yeah, I was going to say either Nuge or Ebbs. That's a tough one.
I mean, Matt Hendrick, maybe Tyler Pitlick. He's got a good shot, too. I think he may be an underdog.
Yeah, Nuge is there for sure at the top of the list, but I think Connor might battle him for it if he gets in it.
Dark horse pick for harder shot.
Matt Benning. He's coming out of college. He worked out a lot, so he's got a cannon.
I would assume it's probably going to be Aero if he gets back. Well, Clefbaum's been shooting pretty hard this year too, so I don't know if it's a new stick or something that he's working with, but he might be up there as well.
Who do you think might win it this year?
Euro actually might have a shot this year again. He's got an absolute cannon. He actually broke the glass in our new shooting range in the dressing room already, so. He's got a cannon.
Well, I think I'm out on that one after my performance last year. So maybe Jimmy Johnson. I don't know. Is he in it?
Ooh, hardest shot. Yeah, I'd probably say Eero. Every time I watch him shoot the puck, he's got a bit of a cannon there. Right now he's obviously not playing, but he still works on a shot every day in our little shooting gallery. And then when he's on the ice, he's always shooting it. He's got a pretty hard shot, so I'd have to pick Eero.
No, Pack won it last year, but Pack's hurt. I was going to say Pack, but I don't know if he'll be in it or not. Yeah, Pack's got an absolute cannon.
Skating relay, that's a tough one because you guys go in threes and stuff like that, but who are a couple guys you think have the combination of the hands and the skating ability?
Oh, I think Connor's probably a favorite in that one, along with the speed one. Him and Nuge, maybe Jesse too. He can fly too.
Obviously, Connor would have to be one with the puck. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer. Patty Maroon's got silky hands, and Ebbs they all got some good hands on them. So I'd say those three.
Definitely got to stick with the main guys. You know, Connor's got to be lightning quick at that one, I would assume. Nuge, Ebbs, get through those cones pretty quick. I don't know, though. I'd like to see a big horse line go out there, though. Maybe Luch, Patty Maroon, Benny Pouliot, maybe throw Cassian in on that and just see how they do, too. That might be fun for the fans.